Alright, so this is going to be another reading for Sagittarius. And for the Sagittarius that I'm speaking to today, I'm seeing that you may be having some realizations about what it is that you desire on your path in life and what works best for you. And I'm seeing that you could be kind of realizing that you are better off alone in some ways, or that you work better alone. For many of you, there may have been something that you were hoping for in terms of a community, in terms of a relationship, some type of structure that involved working with other people. But I see you kind of moving away from that and kind of stepping into your power and realizing that all the energy that you were giving to other energies, really when you give to yourself, you're much stronger and you're much more powerful. And that kind of brings in quite a bit of change in terms of how you were doing things. Now I'm going to dive deeper into this reading, but before I do, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and receiving this reading. And if this reading resonates with you, like and subscribe to lend your energy to the channel. That helps me manifest messages that resonate deeply with you. And if you would like a personal reading, I do offer personal readings, and you can email me. My email is available down below in the description box. But let's get into it, Sagittarius. Your overall energy is the Three of Wands, so a very contemplative energy. I see you really reflecting on your life so far and how things have kind of happened for you and what works best for you. And I see that you're moving in a direction of being independent, and not being independent in the sense of being alone, but independent in the sense of understanding that you have what it takes to support yourself. A very self-sufficient, strong energy, and kind of this energy of, if I need to get something done, I might as well do it myself. And this feeling of, maybe it's best for me to work alone. For the oracle cards for the reading, we have transformation, the creator, and friendliness. So I'm seeing that the way that you connected to other people in terms of friendliness is transforming with transformation. And when it comes to your creative abilities, your manifestation abilities, you're starting to realize that you hold everything that you need within you. And as you kind of lean into giving yourself the care and the attention that you are giving to other people, it's like your creative energy really takes off, and I'm hearing magnifies. It magnifies in a way that maybe you haven't experienced in the past. Now let's dive into the tarot here. In the recent past, like I said before, I'm seeing that there was something that you were kind of hoping for, some type of structure in your life that you were working on, that you put a lot of your energy into, that probably had to do with other people. And this was something that represented some type of hope, wish, dream, or desire for you, something that you really wanted. Maybe you had a certain idea for this and how it was going to kind of come through. Let's see what that was for you. Whatever this was, it was some kind of commitment or project, something that you had put a lot of your energy into, that you had a lot of confidence in, and you were kind of feeling like, this is it, this is going to work out, this is the commitment that I want to put all my energy into, whether this was a relationship, a job, or just some type of life path thing, like maybe organization that you were a part of, a school that you went to, and you were fully committed to this. And for a while it may have felt good. It felt like everything that you wanted was kind of coming into place there. It may have felt like a part of your life path that was destined for you, and it represented a lot of hope, a lot of desire. Let's see what you had kind of put into that with the star. It felt really good at one point. It felt like everything that you could want for yourself. Maybe it provided a lot of stability for you, a sense of purpose, a sense of, I'm really on the right path. It felt like things were very aligned for you. Maybe like your finances as well as your personal and spiritual goals were all kind of aligned in whatever this was. It felt like it was working out. But then I see at some point you decided to leave this, or maybe it just felt like you were starting to disconnect from whatever that was. And this could have had something to do with your relationships with other people. Maybe there was a relationship that kind of pulled you out of this, or there was some type of breakage in a relationship. Something came through with someone else that maybe shifted how you felt about whatever this was. And you started to feel kind of disappointed with how things went, or like this isn't actually shaping up to be what you thought it would be. So maybe you had a falling out with someone else. Maybe someone gave you a perspective on this that you weren't really vibing with. It felt like, oh wait, this isn't actually what I want. And it could have caused a lot of stress for you. And I see it coming in as kind of an outside energy, or involving some type of energy external to you. And there was a sense of disappointment attached to this, of like, oh, that's not how this was supposed to go, or I wasn't expecting it to go like that, something like that. In the current energy, I see you kind of reflecting on what it is you need to feel good, or how you feel now about the situation, and kind of stepping back from it and maybe realizing certain things about this, realizing that maybe it wasn't as good as you had hoped, or it wasn't actually aligned with your expectations, or maybe just your experience with this showed you that you need something else, or that you weren't receiving what you kind of deserved here. It could have felt like, for some reason, I'm hearing like you weren't cared for the way that you needed to be cared for in this situation, or you just didn't receive the support that you were looking for. And you kind of realized, okay, if I'm going to move forward, things have to be different. Like, I need to make sure I'm receiving what I deserve in the situations that I involve myself in, and specifically in the things that you commit yourself to. And you're kind of looking and you're saying, that didn't feel balanced to me, so what will? Or like, where am I supposed to go that's going to feel more balanced? What environments are going to be more supportive of my energy and what I'm trying to do? What's my kind of next step? Because that wasn't it, And so it's almost like you were committed to something that kind of disappointed you, or failed your expectations, because you weren't receiving what you were meant to receive. And now you're kind of stepping back and saying, okay, I know that I deserve something else, so how can I kind of proceed towards that? It looks like it's going to require you making a change, or just bringing something down in your foundation, shifting whatever it was that you were kind of relying on. This was something that made up some big part of your world, and now I see you really trying to bring that down so that you can move towards something that's much more supportive of your energy. It's like you need to build something new. And so you're bringing down the structure and the foundation of whatever it was that you thought you could rely on, in order to create something and build something that is actually going to make you happy, that's going to speak to your heart, that's going to make you feel empowered, and that's going to allow you to feel confident and say, I know 100% that this is my happiness. And so whereas before you might have relied on external energies to bring you happiness, or external ideas of what it is that would make you happy, now you're kind of starting from this place of, what is it that makes me happy already, and how can I kind of build on that energy and go from there. And this may have something to do, again, with leaving behind other energies, or moving towards energies that feel more supportive of who you are, and really centering yourself as the beginning of that process, and not so much relying on other people or things to kind of bring that to you. You're showing me whoever you were working with in the past, you're kind of done with that, and you're looking for something kind of long-term, or manifesting people who can really build with you, build something solid, build a community, build a foundation, and you're looking for people who can add to your vision rather than take away from it. I do see you finding those people, meeting those people, connecting with people that feel a lot more solid. And you kind of realizing that other people maybe disappointed you, and that you're not trying to associate with that energy. You're trying to move forward. But I see you needing to maybe take some time to heal the disappointment and the pain that happened from this last situation. It's not as simple as, okay, I'm done with that situation and now I can just move on to the next. There needs to be some type of grace period where you actually heal from what ended in the past. This could have been connected to some type of community, some type of friend group, people that you felt very close to, that you cared for, and moving on from them is going to take some time. And so you may kind of be in a phase of your life where you're meant to focus more on your own energy so you can heal whatever happened with the past energy. And so as you kind of consider, where am I supposed to go next? What is it that's going to make me happy? You're also going to move into a period of healing, of resting, and possibly this could be a time of feeling a little bit lonely or feeling like, oh no, I don't have the community around me that I am looking for, or that I wanted, or that I expected. But Spirit wants you to know it's not that you're alone. You're never alone. You always have access to the spirituality around you, the spiritual worlds, your ancestors, your spirit guides. But also, it's not that you're alone for no reason. It's that you're actually meant to take this time to kind of marinate in your own energy and get to know your own energy and to heal from the way that this past situation kind of disappointed you, because it comes through as hurtful, it comes through as painful. I see you kind of asking yourself questions like, why didn't this work out? What if it doesn't work out again? And really feeling the ending of this and feeling that it wasn't what it was meant to be. And so it's going to take you some time to kind of move through that process mentally and emotionally, and it's important that you give yourself that time to do that. Eventually you are going to find connections that really do speak to your heart, that really do make you happy, but first you're going to have to kind of heal from and move on from whatever it is that closed out in the past. Let's take a look and get 3 cards of advice from the universe. You may not understand why this had to happen yet, but you're going to understand it eventually. And it's almost like this thing from your past, this structure, this community, it's blocked off to you for a reason, and you're not going to be able to return to it because you're actually meant to experience something else or something new. And that new thing is going to come in for you after you've kind of healed from this. But first you're going to have to go through the healing process, which I see you not really wanting to do. I see you kind of being like, well, can I just move on to the next thing, or how can I create something better? And the message from Spirit here is just give yourself the time and the space to grieve this, to heal this, to not have to rush into the next thing. Because eventually you're going to find connections that feel much more grounded for you and have a lot to offer you, but you're going to have to be in the right place to actually receive whatever that is. So you want to give yourself grace, give yourself time to really process and fully heal. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this resonates. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.